heavyweight champion times 2, future Hall of Famer, a name you know as well as anyone sees John Jones.
John Jones is one of those talents that when you see him for the first time, you understand that he is something special. He has a very strong mind, unbelievable skill set, and an ability to rise to the occasion. He did it from the moment he first stepped into the octagon as a very young fighter to his long championship reign. Some of the victims on John Jones' resume is unbelievable. He has beaten that many UFC champions over the course of his career. John Jones truly is one of the greatest martial artists of all time.
Skill for skill, one of the best fighters you will ever see, and very loyal when it comes to his team. He has been with Mike Winkeljohn and Greg Jackson since day one. John Jones trying to add to arguably the greatest mixed martial arts legacy the sport has ever seen here in Mountain. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at A+ level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Jones is 3 years his senior. He is 1 inch taller. The reach is identical. We go inside the octagon. Here's the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a look-see do fighter. Only a professional record of 27 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC light heavyweight champion, John John. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia, Sergey Pavlovich.
All right, commit to the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, wrap your corners, back down.
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break it.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both do wrestling, both do grappling, both do striking. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Well, perhaps the second thing to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the coach.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. right hand there. Combination lands for him. He is really putting his strikes together tonight.
I mean, he's feeling himself tonight, John. He's doing a great job of putting everything together.
DC didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point. Double one shot.
Oh, slams him down with conviction, man. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, trying to pass here. As Global Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them full guard.
Midway through round one. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to run down. The opponent better move out of harm's way. The referees can stop this.
He better start to move. And when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bob. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Just over 2 minutes now to go. Fighter trying to pass here. Ooh, it gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too.
I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, try to pull him into you to try to change it, get him in your will, you have the advantage.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half-guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. Jones has got full mount now. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Jones has got the full mount. Good, solid strike on the ground. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Round two next. All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down, even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses.
All right, so he's got to be happy with that previous round. He was on the wrong end of some striking exchanges, but that big takedown really turned the tide.
John, sometimes you can get that face beat up. When you get to the leg, you start throwing your hips in. I mean, perfect wrestling technique to finish that attack. His butt was down, his back was straight, his head was up. When the head goes up, if the body's doing like a rocket ship, it goes up. But unfortunately for his opponent, it came down, crashing into the middle of the octagon. What a takedown. It gets me so excited to watch people go flying through the air. I mean, his opponent didn't want to do that. His opponent doesn't.
He's rocked.
That was a beautiful
Quick entry here.
Nice single leg entry. Rotates the head outside to a high crotch. Oh my God, he switched it off to a high crotch, rotated him and took him for a ride. That was a big takedown.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Working on a guillotine.
Watch guillotine.
He might get a finish here. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler.
Might be able to hook onto an arm here.
Oh, nice. Why is he not recognizing this right now? He's got to recognize this is dangerous. This is a dangerous
And this might just be a matter of time. And there's the tap.
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, that is high-level grappling right there as he gets the win tonight here by way of submission. And he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, John!
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a